right, we're working on a fuel tank here for Greg's Tacoma. Right now we're working on some baffling. That's what all this arts and crafts is here for. And right now I'm just plotting out. We're gonna make a bunch of holes. We're gonna make some dimple dies. And then those are going to sit right inside of here and give us some nice baffling. Being a really big tank, I'm gonna actually do 4 baffles and probably another smaller one inside just to keep it from sloshing around. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna dimple die all this, and then I'm gonna cut it right down the middle so that way you have some holes at the very bottom. Dimple time! Hiya! Got our baffles here. So you get an idea of what they look like. They'll sit inside of here, and actually they're going to go this way because my theory with the dimples is that it'll allow water to flow in, but then since they're flared out, it'll keep it from going back the other way. So we got 2. We'll make 2 more. Well, that was a lot of fun. A lot of welding done on this. Super excited how the way it came out. We got our baffles in place. Got the factory Tacoma pump that's gonna sit right up in this area. You can see it's got nice baffling. That'll sit in there right in the middle. Got a couple other little pieces to tack up. We're gonna have her fill. We'll have a vent. We'll have the pump, and one more thing I think I'm forgetting, but anyway, so that's it. We'll get the top fabbed up, we'll get that welded on, then we'll build our frame, and then we'll shove that sucker up on there, so woo! Working on the fuel tank frame here on the Tacoma. I still got the fuel tank frame bolted up through the frame of the chassis. We're gonna run some plates. You know, I plated the bottom, we'll run some plates around the side, and then the tank will drop in, and this will all can get installed from underneath. But if you know me, you know I can't leave anything alone, so on the plates, I'm gonna throw some dimple gang in there. We are putting the final touches on the Tacoma fuel tank. Badass billet pieces made from our boy JC for the fuel pump. Basically just gave him a template of the gasket, and he was able to make a nice flange for me. So we'll have a nice flange for that. Another billet flange made for some factory vent piece, and then we have this nice fill cap that we will be just putting a little standoff over here in order to put like a rubber hose coming up, and this will be in the bed. All right, getting this thing set up to do some welding. Wanted to get everything clamped down nice and tight so everything stays flat, doesn't warp. We're gonna be welding this piece here and then our piece over here. Want to show you a quick little trick. Obviously I can get to the clamps. I can be able to clamp onto here since the clamps are, you know, they're short like this. So if you're maybe in the middle of something like this, wanting to keep this piece, you know, from pulling up, drill the little hole, and then I got a little piece of metal that was left over from a hole saw that's going to be used to clamp this down. We'll put a nut on the back side. I mean, ideally I really just need a fab table. You know, the tables have a bunch of holes in it, that way it has a bunch of different fixtures to be able to clamp all these things together. But you know, we're gonna get there. For now, you know, I'll just drill some holes in these pieces, so whatever. But got this thing squared up pretty good. All right, looks pretty good. And we'll tighten her up. Looking good. Ta-da! There she is. One fuel tank complete. Got the factory fuel pump in here, got the factory breather, got our filler neck. Let's get this sucker in there. All right, there she is. Got the frame all fabbed up, got the tank in there. Just threw some primer on here just to keep it from getting crusty. Customer's gonna take it, get everything powder coated, run the fuel lines, do all that stuff. And then, yeah, and then this thing will be back to running and driving condition. Took the old tank out, got rid of the old tank. That's why there's a big old hole over there. We're probably gonna get this thing back and we're gonna build a whole new custom bed floor for it. Some wheel tubs, some sheet metal, all that badass shit. But that's about it for now. So